Yeah, very good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss colloids. So, colloids and its classification and properties. So, what is colloid? A colloid is a heterogeneous system in which one substance, that is dispersed phase, is distributed as very fine particle, that is 1 to 1000 nanometers range, throughout another substances, that is dispersion medium. The particles are too small to be seen by the naked eye but large enough to scatter light. Colloids is a substance microscopically dispersed throughout another substance. The word colloid comes from a Greek word "kolla", which means glue. Thus, colloids particles are glue-like substances. Colloidal solutions are mixture of microscopically dispersed insoluble particles of one substance are suspended in another substance. These particles pass through a filter paper but not throughout the semi-permeable membrane. Colloids can be made settle by the process of centrifugation. The size of the suspended particles in colloids can range from 1 to 1000 nanometers, that is 10 to the power of minus 9 meters. The colloidal system consists of two phases. One is a dispersed phase, the other is continuous phase, and second one is a dispersed medium, continuous phase. The dispersed phase particles have a diameter of between approximately 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. Such a particle are normally invisible in an optical, though their presence can be confirmed with the use of a ultra microscope or a electronic microscope. In general, class of the solution, we have three types of solution. One is a true solution, another one suspension type of solution, and the one colloidal solution. The suspension type of solutions, example heterogeneous mixtures, relatively large particles, for example whole blood, many medicines, etc. These are the true solution, colloidal solution, suspension solution. The particle of the colloidal solution in between the true solution and suspension solution, it is it is around 1 to 100 nanometers particle size of the colloidal particles. Whereas the suspension particles more than 100 nanometers, while the true solution particle less than 100 nanometer, 0.1 nanometers. Solutions, so made up of the particles are a solute and a solvent. The solvent part of the solution is usually a liquid but can be a gas. The particles are atoms, ions or molecules that are very smaller in diameter. Colloidal mixture has the particles that are not as small as a solution and not as large as the suspension. The particles are intermediate in size. Suspensions made up of the particles and a solvent, its particles are larger than those found in a solution. The particles in a suspension can be distributed throughout the suspension evenly by shaking the mixture. These are the suspension particles, these are the colloidal solution particles, these are the very small is the true solution particles. Some of the colloidal things, foam, milk, smoke, detergents, gel, blood, paint and cosmetic items, and some of the colloidal food, sole, gel, foams, emulsions, etc. And classification of colloids.